So I've pretty much always struggled with some sort of mental health condition, depression and anxiety. And this spring I went through a really, really dark episode. It was a really hard time where I think as a believer, I'm walking with God. I'm praying, I'm expecting, He's with me, right? Like, we're gonna get through this. But through this struggle, I couldn't hear Him anymore. And I was just so used to hearing Him very clearly. Countless breakdowns to Josh, just like, I don't understand any of this. This is getting harder and harder the older that I get. It's not making any sense to me. Lots of questioning to God of like, is this what you created me for? Did you create me to suffer? Like, what is the point of all of these things that I have gone through? So I reached out to Brian, I reached out to Alex, and Brian encouraged me and said, good, like, you can be angry with him. You can pray and explain that you're angry with him and just get it all out. And so I did. I ended up writing out prayers about just really questioning why are you allowing this to still happen? Why are you not healing me completely? Like, you have the power to heal everything completely, so why not? Why not me? Why not now? And it was getting so dark that I was just done. I stopped voicing to people that I was struggling and just kind of reserved myself to giving up. We were still going to church every Sunday. Honestly, some Sundays were kind of against my will. Josh was like, this is where you need to be. This is where people are praying for you. There were 1 or 2 Sundays actually that I could not sit through service. I could not make myself sit there. So I would get up and I would go and walk and hang out by coffee. Different people would come and talk to me and let me know that they were praying for me. Just check in to see if I was okay. There was the Sunday that Nicole spoke about the 3 brothers in the fire. And I think that's when I started realizing that maybe God was not directly speaking to me right now, but He was still speaking through other people. And so Nicole was speaking and she was talking about how, looked like the Son of God in the fire. That He's there with you, He cries with you. He's there with you. And that just really, it struck something with me. I wrestled with it a lot. Because I was really struggling with like unworthiness in this. I'm not worthy of being healed. I'm not worthy of hearing you right now. And so for her to say those words the whole time, I was like, oh, Nicole's talking to me. She's talking to me right now. Like, what is happening? Just to hear that coming from her, coming from somebody that I knew that was actively praying for me every day and kind of checking in on me. Within this, I was still working with my therapist, and she was kind of pushing me like, just do something. It doesn't have to be something big, just do something. So I applied for a program to become a peer support specialist. It's something I've been interested in. It was actually something that I learned about one of the last times that I had been hospitalized, and then found out like a couple weeks later that I got in. So my therapist was like, okay, next step, like you start building a resume. Throughout all of this, I'm still struggling, and I'm still angry, and I'm still questioning, why am I being dragged through this? Like kind of like shouting almost at times, like, save me. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. So in all of this, I decided to go ahead and start creating my resume to apply for jobs for a peer support specialist. You have to outline all of your strengths, right? Which for me at this point in time was like, do I have any strengths? And it was really overwhelming. This was probably about a month after I had written that really, really angry letter to God. There was nothing special going on other than me sitting there with a cup of coffee and like trying to brainstorm. I all of a sudden was transported back to every situation in my life that I thought that I was hiding from God, running from God, that He abandoned me. Only other way I know how to describe it is like pictures. It was like literally me being taken back into different scenes of my life. Every single terrible situation that I was in, or plans that I was making, or situations that I have never even spoken to like my parents about. Sorry, Mom. But it was this, I could literally see God with me holding my hand in every single one of these situations going, we're not done yet. It was really crazy because I could feel God sitting with me. I could literally like see him next to me in all of these situations where I thought I was completely separated. I thought he had totally abandoned me, or I thought that he could not reach me in these places. So it was kind of like this is it. Like this is why you have gone through every single episode. This is why you have struggled with addiction. This is why you have struggled with everything. I was building you up so that you could go to others that are struggling and shine my light for them, so that you could give hope to others that, look, we can get through this. And it's crazy because every single question that I wrote down in that letter, I had a very clear answer to, which was just like mind-blowing to me. And I literally went back to my journal and like flipped open my journal and was like rereading it to myself, and even like sent that to my mom and was like, look at all of these questions that I was asking a month ago, and look what just happened today. I had this like, you need to tell everybody about what just happened. Like, tell everybody. So I'm texting people, man, I'm texting my mom, I'm texting Sarah Hassel, I'm texting Alex, I'm texting Brian, and I'm like, hey, listen what just happened. God definitely did meet me in that moment. It was not only just that moment, it was God was meeting me in all of the other moments that I could not see. And just to kind of like scoop me up, like I think about it and it's like a scooping me up and like, you know, I'm here, and it hasn't been you alone. It's not you alone, and you're not going to continue to do this alone. Like, I see you, and I've seen you this whole entire time, and I've had you. It was literally like the most overwhelming experience that I've ever had. I didn't know that you could experience God that real. I didn't know that you could hear his voice that real. I would say maybe it lasted 20 minutes, 30 minutes at most. And then after that, it was a lot of processing of like, whoa, like, is this really what just happened to me? So again, I went back to my notebook and I started writing everything down that I was experiencing. And it ended up being like a whole day thing of just sitting there and being like, okay, God, I hear you. I even went and opened up a devotional that I had not touched. I had not opened my Bible within a good month and a half because I was so mad. I was like, I don't want anything to do with it. Like, you're not talking to me, so why are you going to talk to me there? I opened up a devotional, and it was about God revealing his purpose to us. And I was like, okay, I hear you. Just crazy to look back and see the ways that God had all of these different pieces moving that like I was so blinded by because I was only listening to the voice of the enemy. And then it was just kind of like this drive. I started like actively putting in my resume with people with this strange confidence that I had not had at the beginning of the morning. Just applying and applying and applying. Now I'm in my training, which is like mind-boggling to me. I didn't ever actually expect to be where I'm at right now at all. I think I've learned the most about God's kindness and his goodness and his patience. I think it's very easy for us to think he's overlooking our struggles, right? Like we're one person, we don't really matter. You know, it's easy to think that maybe he's being cruel sometimes. And I even remember saying that to Josh, like, is my life just a cruel joke? Is that what's happening here? And Josh being like, come on, you know that's not how God is. Like, it's not how he works. And I think that I've just viewed my relationship with Jesus just so much differently now. How many times I was like, okay, dude, like, you made me like this, so what, like, and that truly shows what kind of patience our God has for to have somebody that he's like, no, I created you for a reason. Like, I love you so much. Like, I don't know why you're not seeing that right now, but, and just loving me through it and being patient and going like, look, what, I have something so great for you next. Like, just hold on, because something so amazing is coming for you next. And you know, I look back and I wouldn't have even been able to comprehend this kind of love or this kind of patience. So now that I'm in training, it's exciting because I do feel like every day that I'm doing my training that I'm actually living out this purpose that was revealed to me, which I did not, literally never expected. You would have asked me at age 17 what I would be doing at age 35, and I would have been like, what do you mean I'm gonna be here at 35? Like, it's not in the cards for me. And so it's definitely life altering, because now I wake up every day with like this, all right, like, you know, we're gonna do this. And even on my bad days, I'm like reminding myself, you know, my dad used to tell me all growing up, every pain has a purpose. And it was so annoying. It was so annoying. Like, I don't want, like, that's not comforting to me. Like, don't say that to me. I don't want to hear that this, but it's like, dang, Dad, you were right. Like, every single one of these things has a purpose. And now, not only do I know why I made it through all of this, but now I'm going to be able to hear all sorts of other people's stories. And, you know, it's not through me, it's what God did through me. And I'm going to be able to shine that light and hopefully show people that recovery is possible. Peer support specialist is somebody that has lived an experience with a mental health condition or a substance use condition. We provide empathetic listening. We provide an environment where you can talk about all of your stuff and what you're going through without feeling like you're being judged. It's just somebody that you can kind of talk to about what you're going through, that you know that they get it. You know, it did, I'm gonna be honest, it took me a few days for me to really get back into my Bible and to kind of give that trust back. I opened up my journal to like refresh what was my thought process for the couple of days going through this, and there was still a lot of like, I'm still angry with you. I don't know how to put down this anger with you. But within like a week, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm choosing to continue to follow your voice. I'm gonna just keep following and following and following. So was able to get back into my Bible and was able to start trusting him again and trusting that he has the process for my life. I don't. I think that it should look like, you know, 100% healing from addiction and mental health issues, and that's not what God has for me. And just being able to really lean into that he has a purpose for that instead of like, well, this is terrible. It's just changed and deepened my relationship with God. Because I've heard that voice from so young of, you're not supposed to be here, that it's so easy for me to just be like, oh, okay, like maybe I'm not supposed to be here. And then from the day that happened to here, it's more of like I want you here. This is your purpose. Like, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And sometimes it's hard to key into that voice, but it's repetitive and it reminds me that like he's not giving up on me. So based on Nicole's sermon, I decided that I needed rather a permanent reminder that he is with me in the fire. So this says there's another in the fire. Was super stoked about that. I don't know how stoked Nicole was that I got a tattoo based on her sermon, but I was pretty stoked. I was really fired up.
Yeah,
I was walking around church like this. You know, I'm still having days where I'm struggling sometimes, as you know, you do. And it's a great reminder for me to look down and be like, okay, you know, you're not alone. You feel like you're alone, but you're not alone. So super exciting that Alex and I talked about sharing this story today, because today I'm 3 years sober. That is something that I never thought I would have for myself. Even when I first got sober, I was like, I never thought I was gonna have this life for myself. I never thought that I was going to be this close to God and really relying on him and trusting in his plan and his timing. And it's one of my biggest accomplishments in life. So.